Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general reading for your sign, and I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. So let's have a look and see what we've got for you. Okay, so we have 4th house, 3rd house, and 2nd house. So it looks like issues around property, the home, contracts and documents, and obviously communication goes with that as well. So let's have a look here. We've got 4th house. So this indicates something to do with the home. Now this can be the actual physical home or where you are currently residing. So there may be changes there. You could be changing the structure of it, you know, like a renovation or a change of some sort or a move, but it can also indicate the atmosphere in your home and the people in your home. It can also be the relationship that you have to your family, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry and your ethnic identity. All of these may be coming in at this time. Now, we have got Jupiter here, and we've got Pele, divine passion. So Pele is always about making sure that your whatever it is that you're doing is aligned with your heart, with what you are desiring. So your goals, your dreams, make sure that what is being undertaken here is aligned with that. So it may be that you have a stake in something to do with the 4th house. Perhaps you are moving or you're changing something, or there's something to do with the people involved. But this is about making sure that you don't overlook or suppress or push aside your hopes and dreams in this regard, because it's saying that something needs to come out here, something needs to be released, and it's about going after your dreams, looking after your own interests, but also going after your dreams, and making sure that you know, that everything is aligned with what is right for you, and that you are not like people pleasing, or you are not falling in with other people's arrangements and overlooking your own needs in the situation. So that's what she's saying. Make sure that that is covered. We also have here Jupiter abundance. So this is saying that some sort of breakthrough is coming through in this situation. So this could be either, you know, something that you're looking for. It could be luck, a breakthrough. It could be expansion of some sort. It could also be a windfall, or it could be somebody coming in, or just some sort of shift or change which is going to bring joy, abundance, happiness, or just opportunity, you know, an opportunity to grow, or opportunity to expand, or to bring the happiness and the joy in. But it could also be financial as well. But it's some sort of luck or breakthrough, or some sort of opportunity that comes to you in this situation. It's quite fast moving, the Jupiter energy. We have got 7 here, so it could be either 7 days or 7 weeks, whatever is appropriate for you. But it's quite a fast-moving energy, and when the opportunities come to you, it's a case of picking up on all of them, or whatever is presented to you, whatever comes to you, and going with it. You have to steer your ship. You have to actually take advantage of the opportunities that come to you with the Jupiter abundance. So as I said, if it's a windfall, make the best use of it in the 4th house. And with the Peles here, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so make sure that you are following what is in your heart and what is going to ultimately help you as well. And don't overlook your you know, what you are hoping for, or what you're hoping to aim for in your life. There may be other considerations, other people obviously to take into account here, but with the Jupiter, as I said, it brings in joy and happiness and abundance. So, and it's always expansive, you know. In some cases it can be being like overly sort of over the top, being too cavalier with your funds, or being almost arrogant or opinionated. That can sometimes come in with Jupiter as well. So, but I feel in this case, I don't feel that energy, because you've got the divine passion. This is about putting forward what you feel is, you know, what is going to be right for you at the end of the day as well, because you also have to be happy in this situation. Now, generally, I'm seeing a theme here where there is some sort of action required. This is why you've got the action card coming in, and it might be a spontaneous thing that needs to happen, or spontaneity in some way. But it's saying that generally I'm seeing here that you're going to have something coming in, an opportunity or an abundance or some sort of expansion or opportunity, or something is going to come in, but you have to actually steer the ship. You can't coast along or be complacent. You actually have to get on it and steer the ship. You also have to be very clear in your intentions. You have to say your affirmations. You have to keep your goals in mind. That's why divine passion is here. You have to make sure that you are focused on this, whatever it is that you're trying to get out of this situation, or whatever direction you're trying to steer. And you're going to have to be quite strong about that. You're really going to have to set your sails, and you're going to have to work steadily towards it, even though you may be feeling tired or a little bit sort of like spacey, or like you kind of adrift, or that you haven't got anybody to help you at the moment. Pray for help, ask for help. Get people involved, or get others, or get your spirit team involved to help you stay on track. Do not lose sight of what it is that you're trying to achieve here, because there's a couple of options that are coming in that say that could be a possibility. So we've got third house, which is the house of communication. So this is all forms of communication, written, verbal, body language even. And contracts and documents are also covered in this. It also covers general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, and even siblings come in with this. And siblings are mentioned again with Mercury, and even neighbors may be coming in as well. So, and you've got the house card, the home card, and you've got messages, which covers neighbors, and you've got Mercury, which is like family issues as well. So I feel there's some kind of decision or something which you are all aiming for, or some negotiation that is required here. But this is saying that with the third house, all your words are going to be important, whether they're written or verbal, or however it's going to happen. There could be a journey as well, and you've got Mercury as well that's also coming in, or there could be planning for one. But this third house also covers electronics and the internet, research. Mercury also covers that. Mercury rules the third house. So this can be walking your talk. This can be planning. This can be exchanging ideas. This can be sort of chatting to others, talking to others to get plans in place, or to sort things out, or to create something out of the situation, to do with the home, or other, you're communicating with others at this time to bring about a result. So that's everything to do with the third house as well. But it could very well be aspects of, hearing something. Perhaps you're waiting for news, or you're waiting for a contract or a document. You could be waiting for that to come in, and maybe it's just not coming to you just at the moment. Because we've got water element here, this is saying that this can be just let matters flow. That's basically what it's saying. Let go with the flow, whatever is happening, but don't lose sight of your goals. It might be that you have low energy at this time. You just don't want to get involved in battles or any kinds of stressful situations. So that's why it's saying go with the flow. But you also don't want to be a doormat. You don't want to be in such a quiet state that people take advantage of you, or you lose sight of your destination, or what it is that you are, the direction that you need to be going in. You do need to steer your ship. You need to be having your hand on the steering wheel, even though you may be in a quieter phase. This is a more quiet phase. This is more like preparation, in getting ready for action. All right. So possibly, I think you're waiting for some action to come in, and this is just the phase beforehand. So make good use of this time. Rest, sleep, dream, get involved in creative activities, whatever that may be, or artistic activities. This is wonderful for the arts, or creative activities, or music, or anything to do with that. Getting busy, getting your mind into the present moment, because then that will free up your space for things to happen, for the universe to step in to assist you at this time. You are going to need a bit of assistance with this, because we've got 5 of autumn here as the bottom of the fairy tarot, and that is saying that reach out for assistance. So this could be asking help, or requesting certain things, or just requesting things from others. It could be that. That's why you have your third house, whether this is family members or neighbors, or whatever the situation is, whoever you are dealing with at this time on a communication basis, contracts and documents. And also ask, to ask your spirit team to guide the situation so that you don't get off track, but also that to make sure that things are moving in the direction. So it's more like a manifestation. You want to ask for help, you want to get input, and there may be money issues as well, because you've got the second house coming here, which the 5 of autumn does pick up. So it could be that you are just feeling a little bit challenged at the moment, that you can't actually get moving with something. So this is why this kind of, you may have been through this phase for a long period and you're just feeling a little bit tired of it now, because this can lead to complacency. All right, so you want to take advantage of the rest and the recovery, and just to go with the flow and be quieter at this time while things are unfolding. Let the universe come in, do your creative or artistic things, but don't fall asleep at the wheel. That's basically what it's saying. But it is also that, there's some kind of things are flowing. You have also got the Grand Trine, which I will get to as well. We've also got Rhiannon Sorceress. So you're a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So that's basically what it's saying, is your clear intentions. So make sure that you're saying your affirmations, you've got your clear intentions down. Be cognizant of your own dreams and wishes as well, so that can be manifested at the time that this decision or this change or this move or this whatever you're creating here is going to happen. It could also be that you're wanting to start a family, because you've got the Damara guiding children as well. So you may be having family, creating a family at this time, and there are certain things which you are working on. You may be changing home to accommodate that, or you may have input into the home situation to create the kind of environment which is going to be helpful and meaningful for you as well. So this is about manifestation, but clear intention. This is about using your magic at this time. And your magic is your, as I said, your clear thoughts, your positive thoughts and positive words. And that will bring about a positive result. So, this is why you have the third house and you have Mercury as well. And Rhiannon is also about that. It's about manifesting. So you can only do that through positivity. So stay clear of negative outcomes, worst case scenarios, or negative people or naysayers or anything like that. Just steer clear of that and constantly be reiterating the positive and what the direction that you want to head in here. There is a full moon in the background, so this could be important for you. Full moon this month in August is the 22nd of August, and it's a full moon in Aquarius, and it's got Jupiter right there as well. Full moon's at 29 degrees and Jupiter is at 26. Jupiter is retrograde, so there's some sort of intensity about this. And then also it's at an angle to the sun. It's a very stimulating angle. The sun is at 29 degrees as well. So, and that's in Leo. So I do feel that something may very well come in at the full moon. But this is about, yes, you want to be prepared. Get yourself ready. Do the resting and the dreaming and the planning and all of those things. But make sure that you are saying you're working on your manifestations and your affirmations to steer this course here, and use your magic. Drum it up through your positivity and your whatever rituals that you do. We've also got the same thing again, which is Diana focused intention. So this is still coming up. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this is the bow and arrow. This is about drawing back that bow. That is actually the most powerful point, the drawing back of the arrow in the bow. And then once you've gathered all that power, then you let it go. So it's focused intention. As I said, naysayers and skeptics, let go of them, move away from that, let go of all negativity, worst case scenarios, and drama. You want to stay focused on your goal. What is the goal? And keep working steadily towards that, even though you may be in a quiet phase for a period. Okay, it's about staying steady and staying true to your outcome that you want, and focused intention. And we also have second house here, and we have Mercury, and then we've got Damara guiding children. So the second house is everything to do with income. It's your income that you may be getting in at this time, but it's also very much about property, real estate, ownership of things. So this can be vehicles as well, whatever you own, your possessions fall in under the second house. It's also your self-worth, maybe tied up somewhere there as well. And also it's to do with your own skills and abilities and talents that you have inherently in you. Mercury is about, again, some sort of research, is occurring, or communication is occurring, walking your talk. It's also maybe bringing in travel. That can sometimes happen with the third house. That's also a possibility. So travel or speed. You want a speedy result in this. Now you've got tomorrow guiding children. So you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So this could be a change of some sort of skill that you have that you haven't perhaps focused on yet. It could be that you need to look at that in some way, shape, or form. It could also be that you have children and that you are focusing on that, or you are creating a family now and you're looking at that from an income or from a sort of a real estate point of view, or it could be financially. You may be wanting to start something for your children, or you may be communicating with your children about that in some way. But with the Mercury, this is about research, using the internet, electronics, also networking, amongst others or amongst people that are around you. It could also be your family members. But it's about being honest and being sincere with the Mercury energy. Really, that is important, because with too much Mercury energy, you can come across as a bit scatty and kind of not really together, or a bit insincere or glib, or even argumentative. That can also come in as well. So you want to be clear with your communications, you want to be concise, but you also need to be sincere and true about what it is that you're saying, and use your humor as well, sense of humor. And you want to also be bringing in this clarity of thought, thinking things through, making decisions, and actually working on the analytical aspect of it as well. Also, it can also be in some cases that you may be overthinking, all right? So that could also be coming in. But it's tied up somehow to do with your children that you have, or children that you're wanting to create now, or it could be also getting in touch with your own inner child. It could be that you have a few issues around monetary things, income, self-worth, or talents and abilities, where you feel a bit, your self-worth is a bit low, or your self-esteem is a bit low, and you could feel that you've lost touch with your inner child, or you're not having enough fun at this time. The Mercury is kind of a very spontaneous, multitasking, in the moment energy, and very quick movement, quick things happening. And it could be that you are not allowing this to happen with your inner child at this time. You're not allowing that expression to happen. So have fun, enjoy yourself, don't be afraid to do that, and also to have fun with your children if that is the case. And you may need to and that maybe will give your self-esteem and your self-worth a boost as well. So there's something to do with that coming in. We also have here Grand Trine blessings. So I do feel that blessings are coming in for you. They're on their way, I feel. They're on their way. But there's just this pause period occurring to do with the third house. And I feel that's going to knock over into your home and to your finances as well. And your self-esteem, that's going to affect things. But the Grand Trine is normally a very harmonious energy. So this is what you want to create, whether it's coming in for you or whether you are creating it. This is about also reaching some sort of conclusion or closure or completion of something. That may also be coming in for you. Perhaps you have been working on this over a long period of time, and now you're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. But it could also be that you have inherent talents and abilities, as I said, with the second house, that are starting to rise up, or you need to actually focus on them. Because this could be something that you've kind of taken for granted with this Grand Trine energy. It's something that you've taken for granted that you can just do, or you just have, but you haven't really focused on it. And now it's saying that you need to do this. As I said, this complacent energy, or this just coasting along, going from without asserting yourself, without actually keeping a check on things, without steering your ship, that can come in with the water element card and with the Grand Trine. And this is why you've got the focused intention and the manifestation card here, and making sure that you're following your heart's desire here. You don't want to slip off and lose track. All right, you've got to stay on it. You've got to stay on it and make sure that whoever else is involved here is not also going off track. You need to keep things moving along. You need to keep checking that things are happening. As I said, something may be sort of closing off or being completed at this time. That's all very well and good, but make sure you see it right through to the end. Make sure that you tie all the loose ends up so that there's nothing left undone. Okay, but you want to ultimately bring this harmony in, but it could also be to do with something that some aspect of yourself that you haven't really focused on, but there's something coming in, a blessing coming in, whether it's coming from that talent or ability that you haven't focused on necessarily, which you can do so now, or it could be from this completion, blessings coming in to do with that, or it could be that you are seeing an opportunity or something is coming to you now through your hard work. You could have been working very hard on this for a long period of time, and that's possibly why you're just kind of running out of steam a little bit here. That is why you need to make sure your affirmations and your intention is still strong to see this home. You want to bring this home. These blessings, you need to bring them home, because if you've worked hard and you've been at it, then this is well deserved. Okay, so this is where the blessings will come back to you, but you've got to finish it. You've got to make sure that that you anchor these blessings down, and they will come in very harmonious, very good energy. The Grand Trine. It's a very harmonious flow. We've also got here Four of Spring to finish off. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So I do feel that ultimately this is where you're going to go. Okay, you just have a little way further to see to, but the opportunity will come in. Just make sure that you've got your own interests attended to here. Make sure you're following your heart's desire. Don't let things slip. You know, by all means, take a break when you need to and shore up your energy for when the action needs to happen. Because this is a beautiful energy. This is a lovely energy. This can indicate a new home, actually. But it's also about things coming together. This is about, it could even be a relationship, or it could be happy life, happy home, happy family. You know, counting your blessings, being very grateful. And I feel gratitude is very important, especially with the Five of Autumn card combined with this. Five of Autumn is almost like the opposite of this. You need to be grateful. You need to be in gratitude, and you need to be focused on your outcome that you want here. Focused intention, affirmations, and in gratitude. And that will bring these blessings to you and this Jupiter abundance. It will draw it to you, will attract it, okay? And that's what you want. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. The Grand Trine can be all about contentment, and I feel that ultimately is where you will go. You've just got to steer your ship, make sure that you're not sort of slipping off the path here.